Hey guys, this is Vijay Sridhara once again, and I welcome you to another session on DojiCreator. In this session, we will look at how to create different kind of menus. One, a standard menu in the vars variable file, and one, an inline menu. There's two things we will look at. So for that matter, we need to branch out. So menu is required for branching, though it sometimes may be used as a dummy entry point. um, it will be mostly used for branching out from scenes. So let's assume that we have two scenes to branch out, scene 2 and scene 3. And here I will set the background property as, let's say, brown. So we need to bring this brown file so that, so this file is into the folder now. Let's rename this as brown. Remember, JPEG must not be avoided, otherwise it will not be recognized by the file system. So I have brown. So here we will display the brown scene with a variable name. So this is scene 3. So there are three scenes. This is the starting scene, this is scene 2, and then this is scene 3, right? So based on a certain decision, I will change the scene. I will ask the user inline. So let's remove Maya from here. All that is talking about Maya, let me remove. So these are three plain scenes. I want to branch out from one scene to another by using an inline menu. So I will say iMenu. Menu name is go to some branch one. So here I will say orange. I will ask the user what background do you like? So immediately after that, so go to scene 2. If he says brown, then go to scene 3, right? I can also choose to remain here, not interested. Then in that case, you will say dummy. So these are the three options that will be shown to the user immediately. You don't have to show menu here. These are quickly created and shown to the user. So let's look at it. So it is asking me a question. So the menu backgrounds, if you see, this is a dark gray background. This is by default coming. If you want to change this, you can change this in the styles. But if you don't want to get into all those clutters, don't go. So you can just say not interested, and then this is by default, it is jumping to scene 2. Let's end the game here. Instead of jumping to scene 2, let's end the game here so that it will not go to scene 2. So we will select Not interested. Let's restart the game. Let's go to orange. It goes to orange. Let's restart the game. Brown. Scene 3 is not present in the dictionary. That's what it says. So it is scene 3, not the, right? So let's recompile the game, start, and then brown. So it goes to the brown scene. So you can branch out like this. Now how to make this as a global menu? You can also make this as global menu. Just remove this from here. Go to the where's file. You can make this as L menu. This is a line menu. That's an inline menu. This is an L menu. L menu is also similar to I menu, which is an inline menu, except that it will not be shown unless it is called. Both I menu and L menu are reusable across the game. They are available once you create. Why L menu and I menu, if both are similar, is because if you have too many I menus and if you want to reuse them, you don't know where it is created in sequence. The first time it is created, an instance of the menu is stored in the memory. Subsequent calls have to be just show menu. Subsequent calls of that I menu have to be show menu. But you don't know which is the first instance that gets created. But you want an inline menu. For that reason, L menu has come into picture. L menu is a global declaration where you create an inline menu, but it is available to be shown anywhere. I menu is immediately shown. L menu is just created and stored. So I will say here, I will just compile once, don't run. Show menu, branch 1. So it is exactly the same. Only thing is you declared it at a global level. So it is appearing the same, right? You can also call the same thing in a subsequent. So let's go to orange scene. Now a menu is again called. So it is again appearing. So I'll go to brown. It has ended. So that is how you can reuse. I menu can also be called like this. So this is two ways of calling inline and line menus. Now there is one more thing called a global menu, or which is a very complex menu. You can see here it's there already as declaration, but for our sake we will declare this menu, L menu, sorry, menu, branch 2. Instead of branch 1, we will call it branch 2. Menu item, orange, go to scene 2, menu item, green, go to start, menu item, brown, go to scene 3. So here dummy will not work. You need to have some dummy variable. Dummy works only there, only at two places. One, um, here where no action is required in line menus, and also when your scene has buttons and you want to wait for the user action, there you can wait on dummy. So there are two places where dummy will work. Here dummy will not work. So what I will do is I will declare a variable called dummy. I will say dummy var equals 0 and menu, right? So instead of branch 1. So as I said, if I just compile it, my menu will be available for me to show menu. Branch 2 is available, right? Similarly, branch 2 is available. Orange, green, brown. So I will say brown, goes to brown, game ended. So this is how, these are the three kind of menus. So what is the advantage of the third kind of menu is you can have multiple statements under each menu item. It is not just limited to one statement. Whereas in line menus and inline menus, you are limited by only one action. You can either call a function, you can call a function, or you can go to a scene, or you can just have a dummy, or you can execute a block. You can execute a block of code. We will look at block of codes later, but these are singleton statements. You cannot do complex logic here, but in menu item you can do complex logic, mathematics, arithmetical expressions, if then else statements. All of those things can be done under menus. So these are the three kinds of menus available. When it comes to styles, we will talk about how to change the menu background, the font, so on and so forth. But for now, this is how menus work. Thanks for watching.